Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Sunday, September 21, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. You want to make sure that you are in a comfortable position, relaxed into your body, still as a statue, focused on your breath rising and falling. No outside distraction. Ask yourself, have you made the commitment to being open to love? We all know that love is the most powerful energy in this universe. So to master it is to master your experience of this universe. Have you let your heart simply be open, as if it were as vast as this infinite universe that surrounds us? When you're met with difficult people and situations, relax your body, open your heart completely. Eventually, with enough relaxation, a soft, gentle feeling of lightness and love will come pouring in. Remember one thing: you cannot get hurt in any relationship or situation if and when your heart truly remains permanently open. Ask yourself, is your heart permanently open? The more you love and accept yourself exactly as you are in this very now moment, the more you attract love from others and manifest loving, empowering, and abundant situations to you. The vibration of love is hugely magnetic. When you let your ego drown in self-loving affirmations, beliefs, ideas, and fantasies, this energy will soon permeate every cell in your body. And eventually, these loving ideas will make you into a love magnet, allowing you to realize that you are simply the source of love itself. The belief that you can only love and be loved by one being is one of the greatest limiting thoughts this society has hypnotized us to believe about love. Trash this thought immediately and comprehend one simple thing: that the more you practice sharing love with others, the more love you will have to give to yourself and that one special being. Love has the amazing snowball effect where it becomes bigger the more that it's used. Let go of that ridiculous fear of hurting someone because you started loving everyone. Whoever gets hurt simply has a closed heart and has not yet connected to the infinite supply of love inside them. And when you become an example for how to be a living source of love, they see how alive, vibrant, and full of joy you are. Then, one day, they too will choose to follow you along the path of unlimited love. The ego is often tempted to play its old games of blaming and judging others for not giving it what it thinks it wants. Deeply and eternally loving, you can always choose love even when your ego wants to go off into limiting thinking and contracted feeling states. Every time you notice yourself entering that contracted zone, focus on opening up your heart and sending out the vibration of love. Think about one thing that you love, like your dog or your cat, whatever. The mountains, the sun, your child, etc. Feel how much you truly love this being or thing, and this will get your love engine started again. And soon, the energy of love will naturally overwhelm any contracted old ways of being. You practice this, we all practice these different applications as our ascension continues with spirituality. Practice choosing to respond to all situations with love. Focus daily on spending as many minutes as possible in a loving state. Open your heart and send strangers you meet loving energy. Allow in loving vibrations that they may be sending you back. Choose someone in your life that you may have a challenge with and embrace them with loving energy as well. Think of something you love about them and let this nature love expand out of this one thing. Soon, you will sense of love for them where before there was resentment or numbness. Love is your natural state and natural way of being. It's that way for all of us. It's easy to bathe in the magic of this energy all day long. Whatever you do today, let love be your guide. Yeah, you've probably come across, or you might have a neighbor, or somebody. It's just, there's some kind of a friction there, right? You don't care for them, right? And you try to avoid them as best you can. When you switch and you just love, and you just saturate them with love within yourself and direct that to them, you do that all the time, watch what happens. No expectations, no attachments. Just watch what happens. This is our number one natural state of being. It is our purity of divine perfection, love. Romantic love is a small sliver of that. You begin to identify and realize that we're pulled off track. All right? We're not lost. We're pulled, like, you have the center road and then you're pulled off a little bit. You never leave it. You're just pulled off of it. And this is ego mind. What do you say to your ego mind? Love, 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 love. Things that irritate you, stress you. Right? Direct that. This is why I say at the end of these meditations, open your heart and allow the magic to flow in. What's the magic? Love. Most of us don't do that because we're so constricted. We just don't do it. It's comfortable for us to suffer in ego mind. I know that sounds strange, but as you watch and you view the civilization, you see it. You see it all the time. It's there. It's apparent. And it explains to us why there is so much separation. Why is there so much separation? Because most of us have closed hearts. Okay? Why? Well, because the ego mind is fearful of being harmed. That's strange. So we end up protecting ourselves. which is actually the ego mind, from being harmed or hurt emotionally. Okay? And we become steeped in it as the years go by. And the more incidents or more we're confronted with, the more we withdraw. Isn't that amazing? So we withdraw, and we ourselves become desensitized because we're so boxed in. We've boxed ourselves in. Got to protect all sides, right? Got to protect the top and bottom. So we have to put up those walls so we won't get hurt again. And it's interesting. We did an experiment years ago, and the experiment was, you talk to people who had experienced situations where they might have eaten something and they got deathly sick. They might have drank something and got deathly sick. I mean, just really, but really sick. And that left an image embedded with them emotionally. So every time they got around that or similar, they didn't feel good, and they said, "No, well, why don't you try this?" No, I had that one time, and I just got very ill. I can't even stand trying doing that again. And the old saying goes is that not every steak is a bad steak. Not every ice cream cone is a bad ice cream cone. But we get conditioned through the ego mind, and we cut that off. No, I'm not going to do that again. No, jeez, that was horrible. Or something that you did, that you said, yeah, I'll do that, and it just blew up, right? We collect. We're all like hoarders. We're hoarders of our emotions and experiences. We collect them. Not just this lifetime, all of them. Even though you don't have memory of them, they're there. Every time you come into the body, you bring all that with you. So you begin to realize that none of it is real. And the only thing that is real is what you ignore, which is you, the God, and the body. Omnipotently powerful, supreme, manifesting, abundant being that never dies. We use these bodies, material, physical, with great awareness, and we manifest anything we choose, anything we want. It makes a lot of sense. The way it's been structured on this planet is completely crap. Absolute crap. Every single bit of it. And it's been well done, hasn't it? Hasn't it been well done? Bravo. For all of us gods to be so tricked and fooled. It's amazing. But even talking about it is magnificent that we're discussing it in a meditation for quiet time, for contemplation, not judgment. That we've discovered this at this time in our lives on this planet. You know how many people have worked their fingers to the bone in every avenue possible to discover that and never did? It's absolutely fantabulous. And it means that it puts us halfway on the road of ascension, and the vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love, peace, tranquility, joy, bliss, always. So what we're doing is that we're gravitating home to the gods that we are for rediscovery of the love that we are. And moving that out, not only on this planet, but through this solar system and through this universe. It never recedes. It always expands. Now, you may be convinced sometimes that it's receding, but it always expands. Always. You imagine how much you can orchestrate by knowing this deeply and eternally through heart-mindedness, staying in the now, being silent, right? I've used the analogy quite a few times, is that when you can literally sit and float in the center of the storm, you will know that you are a highly enlightened being. Okay? You will discover that you're the God. Well, that, some of us, a lot of us, most of us would say, well, you have no feeling. You don't care about any of this. That's not true. You are not of it. You're not of it. You're watching it, but you're not of it. It isn't you. See, and on all, I have people talk to me about what people have said about them and how it affects them and how, I always say, don't ever let anybody rain on your parade. Nobody. No matter what they say about you, or you find this out through relative, whatever, don't ever let anybody rain on your parade. This is and it tells us a lot about ourselves when we allow others to affect us, what they say, how they act around us. We're not at peace with ourselves. When you're at peace with yourself, you're in tranquil, and you're relaxed into your body, and you know you're the God, that stuff doesn't affect you. It doesn't reach you. Let's put it that way. Now, an ego mind, it definitely reaches you, and it disturbs you, and it upsets you, and a lot of things, a multitude of things throughout life. In many cases, it causes us to withdraw even more from life, get even more spookier. Where, how many people are afraid to engage in another relationship because the previous relationship was a complete nightmare, right? It's like the steak. And as we get to know ourselves, rather than saying, well, they were this, they were that, and this happened, we say, well, I don't know myself enough to be with someone else. Nothing wrong with that. That's not a negative. That's empowering. Why would I engage with somebody when I don't know myself well enough to engage with myself? Isn't that crazy? We've all done it, many of us, many times. And the whole point of this is self-discovery for all of us. That's what it's about. It's about self-discovery, discovering who and what you are. Loving every micron of yourself, every facet, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all you. Loving all parts of you, all the time, not once in a while. Staying in deep eternal gratitude 24/7. That's not difficult to do. It doesn't mean that you sit there for 24 hours, do nothing, but sit there and say, I'm deeply grateful for, I'm deeply grateful for. It becomes automatic. What you do is you express to yourself, I'm deeply grateful for this very moment I'm in. I live in the now. And I've been experimenting with people across the planet whom I communicate with. And when they say, do you have any plans for the weekend? And I go, I don't plan. I live in the now. The now is all I have. I tell myself that all the time. The now is all I have. I don't have tomorrow. I don't have an hour from now. I have the now. All of us only have the now, the moment to moment. And when we learn, we experience enough. When we do, we discover that's the only way to be. You move into peace of oneself. You move into deep eternal love. Okay? And when when someone comes along and tries and maybe tries to ruffle you, you just pour love onto them. Remember, everything that comes into your life is a message to you. Now, most of us don't look at it that way. We just kind of, oh, okay. When things happen and they're directed to you, you could be watching something, right? You could be listening to something. You could be traveling somewhere in your vehicle. You could be with friends. You could be in nature. Whatever shows up is a message for you. Nothing is happenstance. Okay? Nothing is coincidence. It's all highly engineered by the universe. You see a butterfly, you see a grasshopper, a little mouse, or something. It's a message to you. I know that a lot of people go, that's nutsy cuckoo. But it isn't. It is a message to you. You see a cricket at night, you go, that's a message. What is the message? Look up what seeing a cricket means. It sounds silly, but it is proven billions of times throughout existence. Whatever shows up in your vicinity, in front of you, is a message for you. You start realizing that. You really become more and more aware. It begins to make more sense. Do you really believe that we would leave ourselves empty and lost by entering a physical material body as gods, as pure consciousness? There's no way. Do you really believe that we wouldn't give ourselves everything we would ever need in this eternal journey? We would give ourselves everything that we could possibly use. And we have done so. And now we're starting to discover it. Okay? We're not discovering it. We are discovering it every split second. And when you become receptive and open, more flows in. I've always said that people that are angry, you know what I mean? They're just not being nice. They're doing very destructive things, horrible things. Okay? Love under pressure. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Anger, aggression, striking out. Now, those particular beings, you couldn't say, well, you're expressing love under pressure. They'd probably laugh at you. Big deal. This is a self-discovery for the civilization of planet Earth. It is a spiritual discovery of massive magnitude. It will determine the survival of this species or the end of it, so to speak. The extinction of it. So, in the quiet time of this meditation, pose this question to yourself. The greatest gift in this universe is you. You. I join you in meditation. I'll return to close this out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body, focused on your breath rising and falling. It is your choice when you let go, not if you can. Making the decision to let go of your problem is 90% of the battle. Making a choice means releasing the past, move forward with life. Letting go is a natural part of life, this life. It is the initiating key in the enlightenment process. It starts when you stop judging yourself and your life and begin to merge with the experience of the whole thing. Make that decision today to let go of any indecisiveness and move forward with confidence that you can choose to take a baby step today towards letting go of your judgment on your life and enjoying the experience more often. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night and following morning. We'll return here Monday, September 22, 2025. After 3:15 p.m. Eastern, we continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on within you or outside of you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.